Good morning, guys. It's Parker. It's Father's Day. Get over here. Shout out to all the excellent fathers out there.
Happy Father's Day.
So we just got day 2 course instructions, and you actually only get these 30 minutes, exactly 30 minutes. They wouldn't even let me take it a second early before the start. So we're gonna look through this packet, figure out where we need to go, and get this car on the road. Doing a pit stop, stopping for gas, and it looks like, unfortunately, we do have a bit of a coolant leak, so the car is overheating. Gonna try to figure that out. I guess the coolant reservoir is having some problems, and also the coolant is kind of a dirty looking color, so maybe we can replace it and patch things up with some tape or buy some new hoses. But for now, the car is overheating, which is not a good thing.
I'm gonna need your help.
Okay. So we're in a little bit of a catch-22 right now. The car is overheating, and in order to release the pressure in the radiator, we have to unscrew the valve. But the problem is, if the coolant is super hot, it's going to shoot out and can cause serious burns. So we have to wait, but the problem is we don't have all that much time to get to the starting line. So we've got about 25 minutes to get there. It's 15 minutes away, and now we decide whether or not to wait to release the pressure in the radiator and fill it up with some better fluid. But it is leaking everywhere. Got a new radiator cap from O'Reilly's. The guy was nice enough to help us out, drive my dad over there, and he even paid for the cap. Got it fitted, was able to open it up, release the pressure, get some coolant in the radiator. I think we're good to go. It's time crunch for sure. Holy crap, so because of the overheating issue, we ended up going to the starting line 1 minute and 3 seconds late. And because it wasn't a traffic holdup, or because it was related to our car, it was technically our fault that the car was overheating, you have to make up that time. You don't get a time delay card that you can write out and just subtract the minute and 3 seconds. This place is so beautiful. I don't know, Dad, are we getting close to the Sierras at this point? We're in the Sierras.
Sierra Foothills.
Sierra Foothills. So there's a bike race actually going on right now. But man, it has been gorgeous. And I'm actually really excited to get to some places that me and my dad have never really been before. We've gone to Lake Tahoe many, many times, although I've never really been on this road that we're on right now. And we get to do some strange things, like yesterday we were on farm roads that don't make any sense, that you would never go on unless you own that land. But once we get into Idaho, Wyoming, South Dakota and stuff like that, it is going to be completely foreign territory. So check this out. This is the mental math I was doing. It just freaking scribbles everywhere. I think right there we were 10.8 seconds behind and did some math, got us to 8.6 and then 6.4, got down to 1 second behind. And then we're able to make it up, and then I'm scratching everything out so that we know where the next directions are. Currently, we're past the falling rock sign, going 30 miles per hour, and we're waiting for a squiggly, curvy 35 mile per hour sign to drop to 25. How's it going? Happy Father's Day again.
Thank you. Illuminati confirmed.
Absolutely gorgeous. We're at 8,000 feet right now, descending a 7% grade. And comparing to other people, it looks like we made up the time. Wow. Ran into some major trouble. So there is a fire truck on the rally, a really old one, that yesterday didn't even finish, and it appears it can't go more than about 15 miles an hour because we came up behind it. The car should have been 20 minutes ahead of us, yet we were stuck behind it for, I think I calculated 3 minutes and 23 seconds, and then had to do some serious mental math to figure out we were going an average of 10 to 15 miles an hour for 3 minutes and 30 seconds. How many miles did that put us behind? And at what speed do we have to go to catch up? Then unfortunately we hit a checkpoint which means we didn't have time to catch up. And at the checkpoints, then you're supposed to pretend you're not late at all and resume as if you got a perfect score at that. And we're gonna have to submit a time delay, because you are actually allowed to do time delays for things like traffic, or if someone else breaks down in front of you, or there's a crash, because none of that's your fault. So we've got our time delay written down for 2 minutes and 10 seconds, and we're hoping that's exactly how long the time delay was, and that'll get us exactly at an ace for that leg. Currently, we are in 4th place for the rookie class. The rookies are all in their own division out of 27 teams, and if you win as the rookie, you win $7,500. So between the two of us, that would be really freaking cool.
What do you mean between the two of us? No.
No?
No.
What do you mean, no?
I'm not splitting it.
All right.
It's Father's Day.
Yeah, your $7,500 Father's Day present? All right, there's a stop ahead. Gotta go. Probably gonna fight my dad over this. Well, we're finally done with this leg. We're coming into town. We're gonna find out, reference some other people to see how we did. But we've got, looks like some people waiting to see everyone come in. Not the, let's see. We're at 4,750 feet. My ears are plugged up. Alright, so we switched drivers now. The car's doing pretty well. It was idling a little funky at higher altitude, but smoothed out. We're going at a steady 40 in a 45 zone. Up here we've got a 35, and what do we slow down to, Dad? 30?
30.
Okay, so we're gonna downshift in a second, because this car cannot handle 30 miles an hour in the lower RPM range. But that's all for now. Got to focus on driving. It's been a stressful day, that's for sure. Well, we just finished the final leg of the day. So I drove my first leg. I think it went pretty well. It's actually not all that hard to get the speed correct. The hardest part really is the directions, and then there's a lot of luck involved. Like several times today we got stuck behind either a participant in the competition or somebody who's not associated with the rally whatsoever. And you can't ever predict that. So the people who are the grand champions, who are the guys who really know how to not just maintain the speeds. That's not actually the hard part. It's figuring out, oh, I was stuck behind a car going 4 miles an hour slower for 32 seconds. How much do I have to speed up to make up for that? So I'm pretty impressed with the people. I think last year the grand champion one was off by like 8 seconds in the entire 9 days. So they were off by like a second per day. That's crazy. Headed to the finish line, excited to see how we do. We have no idea. There was some sketchy stuff going on, but we'll see it when we find out. Pulling up to the finish line at the, which automotive museum are we at, Dad?
Harrah's National Automotive Museum.
Apparently has a killer collection.
National Automobile Museum. Former William Harrah collection.
Master.
Hi.
Hey!
This is
How you doing tonight?
We had a bit of a
So check this out. This is a 6-seater, 2-door designed by Rust Hines, the guy who owned Heinz Ketchup. What a unique design. Take a tour of the rest of the museum. This is spectacular. 1931 Bugatti. Behind me is a 1952 Allstate, and yes, that is the same company as Allstate Insurance. And the crazy part is you could actually buy one of these cars at Sears. So I bought Timberland boots at Sears because I don't know, Sears isn't doing too well now, but they used to sell cars, and the Allstate came with Sears brand tires, spark plugs, and they even had a warranty through Sears on it. Over here is one of the most incredible cars in the museum, in my opinion, 1956 300 SL, and the crazy part is it was $7,500 in 1956, which adjusted for inflation in 2016 money is 65 grand. And the fact that the crappiest SL you can buy now, I shouldn't say crappy, but a base model SL 550 starts at 110, and this absolute masterpiece adjusted for inflation would be 65. I wish they had deals like that now. Now, some people noticed in our living room there was a Kaiser Darren little model car, and this is the actual one, and I did a review of one a little while ago. This was the first fiberglass car ever built, right before the Corvette was released. It's a fake garage setup here that even has little sound effects. Look at this thing. So damn cool. Apparently, the person who drives this built the frame himself. Looks like it's got parts off a semi-truck. Look how big this engine is. My God. Well, finally at the hotel. I'm not gonna lie, most of this day kind of sucked. Good news is, got to hang out with my dad on Father's Day, and of course I drove the Shelby, so that was a lot of fun. But man, did we have so many things against us, from the car having a coolant issue in the beginning to 10 minutes after we started, we got stuck behind a car going 10 miles an hour for several minutes. Then at one point a lady was behind us, not on the rally, who laid on the horn for a solid 3 minutes because she couldn't pass us when we were going about 5 miles an hour under the speed limit. We were required to do that by the rally. And clearly, one, it's a really old car, and two, we have this big vinyl on the back that says rally car, slow moving, may come to sudden stops. So I don't know, maybe she can't read. Looking forward to hopefully having a better day tomorrow. We got all the crap out of the way today. Hope you enjoyed this video. Like always, please browse our channel and subscribe. Look forward to seeing you next video.